Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 51 and we're currently over here at Hermit Thrills for no apparent reason, ready to start recording another video. I guess this is probably where I ended up logging out at the previous episode, and I hate to say it, I have not been able to come on Hermitcraft whatsoever over the weekend. I have done absolutely nothing on here, and that is simply because I have been super busy, okay? I've been doing stuff, I've been going out with friends, I have to admit, but most importantly, I have been doing college work. Yep, that is right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year, exams are looming, and the end is nigh. I'm working so very hard at the minute, just trying to get everything prepared, doing YouTube and college at the same time. It's a little bit tough, but I am managing to do it, and hopefully, we should be able to have a good time on Hermitcraft today. But before we begin on today's episode, I have got a few little things that I want to mention to you. First off, check out Hermit Thrills. I mean, this is not something that I was planning on mentioning to you, but this place looks amazing. I love these banner type things. It gets better and better every time I come over here, so I might have to come over here more often because it's starting to look really very cool. But anyway, as far as things I actually want to talk to you about are concerned, well, the first thing that I want to mention, I said I wouldn't mention this too often in episodes, but I just feel the need to say this. Thank you ever so much for the support that we received on the Patreon. We managed to hit 3 milestones within the first couple of days, which is just so incredibly impressive. It's just amazing, okay? That's all I want to say. It's all I want to say on the matter. Thank you ever so much for that. And for those of you who haven't heard, yes, I do have a Patreon page, and you can find a link to that down in the description. But in other news, I actually just want to thank all of you in general, because the channel has been going extremely well recently. We are approaching 600,000 subscribers. You guys have been liking the videos, commenting on the videos, generally just being really very nice. And I just want to say thank you for all of the support, because I have to say, you know, I have to say, I like to think that you guys are some of the best subscribers on YouTube, right? You're just so supportive, always so lovely, always there whenever I upload a video. It is an absolute pleasure to make videos for you guys. And yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you for that, okay? I really do, because you guys have just been getting me through, putting in the work in, of course, I have, and it's just nice to see so many positive responses to the videos that I produce. But anyway, that's enough of that, okay? I don't want to bring tears of joy to my own eyes. Let's head over to the Mumbo Jumbo. Wow, I waffled on just a little bit there. I didn't realise how long I was talking for, so I apologise for those of you who have fallen asleep. Hopefully, you're back awake now, because we're going to be doing some Minecraft bits and pieces. So, the plan for today's episode is we're going to be working over in this sort of area. As you guys know, over the past few episodes, we have been doing all of this. And I have to say, you know, I haven't been on the server, as I say, for around about 4 days now. And this looks great. I'm so very happy with how this project turned out. Looks absolutely amazing. Can't wait to get all the items flowing up there, dropping down into all of the chests. And of course, we have this hidden crafting bench as well, which is absolutely lovely. But we aren't going to be working on this section. We're actually going to be working on making a new section of this build. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some modifications to this room. Probably going to end up taking out this sort of wall and turning it into a doorway. Basically a doorway, and then it's going to have an arch or sort of corridor area that is going to take us in this direction. It's going to be the same thing on the other side, because everything has to be symmetrical in this sort of area. So we're going to have the same thing on this side. They're going to loop around like this, and they are both going to flow into a single room. And in that room, we are going to have potion brewing stands and things. We're going to have nether wart farms and all that good stuff. That is the plan for today's episode. So I guess first things first, I've got to work on clearing out the corridors, and then I guess I should start decorating them as well. But that there is going to throw a spanner in the works. So, one side of the build has been pretty much cleared out, I would have thought anyway. This is our little downstairs area. I've made it go down a little bit just in case, because we don't really want to be running into this sort of thing. And more importantly, up at the top here, we have got all of the redstone for the storage silos. So, of course, we have got the sorting systems and all that sort of thing. And I'm trying my best to avoid all of that. But I think pretty much for the design for the downstairs part, we're probably going to end up using a similar design to what we have going on here, with the birchwood on top, the sandstone on the bottom, few sea lanterns dotted around. Don't really know. I don't really know about what sort of designs I'm going to be using just yet. But of course, still got a little bit more clearing to do, because we've got to do the other side. And just like that, we have got ourselves 2 interconnected corridors. You can see that I can run around like this, and I can loop it back round, and just like that, I am on the other side. So there we go. That is the corridors it cleared out. But of course, currently, they're looking really very ugly. I mean, this is pretty horrendous. If I left it like this, you guys will probably go mental at me, just like you're going mental over the chicken farm for some bizarre, odd reason. I mean, I personally can't see why you guys are getting angry about that. I think it looks great, but, you know, each their own. So I guess we are going to have to do some form of decoration on this thing. And as I say, I was thinking about doing it a little bit like this, and you know what, I really like the way that this tunnel looks. There's a few things that I probably would change, but as far as like the main build is concerned and how it fits in with the other rooms, I actually really like this place. So I guess I will give it a go with a similar design inside this tunnel. I'll see what I can come up with anyway. For goodness sake, this happens every single episode. I am starting to get really angry right now. Oh, it's driving me nuts. What on earth is chucking all of these creepers out? And why do they keep falling into my storage system? I'm going to lose all my stuff. This is really bad. This is really bad. Oh, God. What am I going to do? We need chests here. Seriously, there's not enough chests for all of these items right now. I'm really quite worried that I'm actually going to lose a large quantity of the items that I have. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. False, help. Right, so after that little stress there, I mean, I was pretty stressed out. We did manage to get all of the items back, which was nice. They're all bunged into a chest, but all of my item frames have been removed. So I think we are going to have to do some creeper protection of the storage area in today's episode, because it's been a long time coming, okay? We've been blown up so many times now. So yeah, we do have to fix that. But anyway, in other news, check it out. This is the design that we have for the tunnel area, and I quite like it. It looks really quite cool. This little section here looks nice, and then we come through and we have got ourselves a decent looking tunnel. And of course, we're going to be continuing that theme on throughout obviously this section, and it's going to continue through here, and of course it is going to continue on this side as well. In fact, this side is going to be identical to that one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly arrange all of my items. I will try my best to gather up the resources from all the chests, then I will build that section, and then we'll see what it looks like once it's done. Right, so I feel like I should keep you up to date with what is going to be happening here, because I have to say I've had an absolutely cracking idea that I think you guys are going to appreciate. So, first things first, you can see we have got both sides of the corridors done. So both of these lead down into this central section here. And then from this point forth, we're going to have a single corridor that goes off like this. And on either side, there are going to be potion brewing stations, redstone devices and things on either side, just going across like that. But I have had a slight change of plan as to what I'm going to be doing in this corridor here. This was originally just going to be a corridor, you know, your same bog standard traveling area in which you just walk down it and don't really pay much attention to either side. But the idea with this is going to be our nether wart farm. Of course, we're going to need nether wart to do all of these potions, and I was trying to think where I can slot the nether wart farm in, because of course they don't really work with bone meal, so you just have to have the standard old nether wart farms where you have just a big field of them and you go along and harvest them. And I thought it would be a good idea to have that in this section here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out a small area just all the way across like this. We're going to fill it in with soul sand, and then we're going to start chucking in our nether wart. Right, now the good news is that I've hopped into the nether despite all of my fears. I fought off a few ghasts as well, which was pretty epic, and I managed to get myself some soul sand. So that is now all in place, and all of the infrastructure for our nether wart farm is ready. Okay, we are so ready to start placing down some nether wart. So let's just, yeah, I don't have any nether wart at the minute, and I have no idea where I'm going to be getting nether wart from. And the worst part is that the only other person on the server is Biffa. Now, that's not like a personal thing for anyone that doesn't know. Biffa is actually a headhunter at the minute. He is out hunting the heads of hermits. He's going around killing hermits because he needs their heads for his museum. It's all fun and games before you think that, you know, we don't like it. No, it's all cool. It's absolutely fine by me. I like the added thrill factor of having an assassin on the server. But the issue is that if I ask him where is netherwart, he will tell me, then probably go there and kill me. So, we're going to have to try and work this one out ourselves, my friends. I've chosen to just completely ignore the fact that we don't have nether quartz for the minute, because we're going to have to press on and do a few more things. So, first off, I've just changed out our beacon to a haste 2 beacon. That was weird. I thought we would manage to hybrid my beacon and give it 2 power-ups, but yeah, we are down to haste, so everything's a little bit slower now. But we have got a little bit of clearing to do down at the bottom, because we are going to be clearing out our corridor area, because of course we've done a bunch of corridors today. Okay, it's going to be a lot of corridors in today's episode, but we have got this area here. This is our nether warts farm area. I've done a little bit more decoration, but now this is the space that we are concerned about. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to clear out all of this. It should be pretty quick considering I have efficiency 5. So yeah, we should be able to fly on through this, clear out this entire space, and then on either side of this corridor we are going to have a few potion brewing stations, which are going to be the automated redstone design. So it should be a pretty cool looking build, and it should end up getting done in today's episode, which I'm pretty happy with. Aha! That's it! That is it. Creeper home up there. Look, it's guarded by a skeleton. I just watched those two. Well, there was 2 creepers. I don't know where the other one's gone. That's a bit worrying, to be honest with you. But yeah, those 2 creepers there, they just walked out of that cave. So I guess, you know, that's probably where they're breeding. Maybe they've got like a creeper queen up there that's protected by that skeleton, and they're just pumping out creepers and sending them down to my storage area. I think we've solved it. So I've just got to plug that hole there, and we should be good to go. So I've now packed up the creeper cave. That is gone. Hopefully that problem has been solved, and also I've managed to clear out a large enough area to start slotting in our brewing station. So this is the brewing station design that we're going to be using. It is by a person called Kixie, and it was showcased on Exumaboy's channel, and hopefully I'll remember to put a link to the tutorial down in the description, because it's a very smart design. It's really intelligent in the way that it works. It's extremely compact, only 3x3, and the way that it works is actually really quite cool. Basically, all of the potions are stored on the inside of the brewing stand. When we hit this button here, what happens is this hopper down at the bottom is unpowered, so all of the potions drop out and go into the output chest. When you hit that button as well, that hopper there is powered, meaning that no new water bottles can flow into the brewing stand, because that will break the system. So when the button unpowers, all of the water bottles flow in, but also we have got a falling edge action happening here, where all of these droppers fire, chucking all of the items out into the hoppers, meaning that you have all of the nether wart, you got things like sugar flowing into it. It will brew up the potions, and then those potions will be stored inside the brewing stand. So it's pretty smart, it's an intelligent design, and I cannot wait to build it on Hermitcraft. The first brewer is now in place, so here it is. It slots in absolutely perfectly, and it looks really cool. It looks seriously cool. I cannot wait to get a decent sized corridor of these. I think we're going to have maybe 6, potentially 8 of them, maybe, depending on how big I want to go with this project. But you may be wondering, why on earth are you making more than 1 brewer? Well, here's the deal, okay? Each brewer is set up to do 1 set of potions. So you can have like a speed potion brewer, and then you could have like a health potion brewer, harming potion brewer, etc, etc, etc. And I want to have a different brewing station for each one of those, so I can just walk down here, go, fancy some speed potion, grab it from there, or, oh, I fancy some health potion, go over to this side. You get the idea, okay? So that is what we're going to be doing here. So I'm going to continue making these, just building them repetitively, creating the little different sections for them, and then hopefully we should end up with a pretty good potion corridor. So that there is 2 brewing stations done. They are both in place, and I've cleared out an area to do another brewing station. And what I thought I'd do is we've done a bunch of jump cuts in today's episode. In fact, it is consisted almost entirely of jump cuts, so we are going to be doing a little bit of building on camera here. And you know what? I'm going to go into tutorial mode, okay? I'm pretty much going to consider this a tutorial. So I'm going to show you how to build this thing all in one take, all in survival mode. So first off, alright, it's a bit strange to go into tutorial mode mid Hermitcraft episode, I have to say, but we're just going to let it happen, alright? So what we have is this is going to be our output chest. We have our brewing stand up there. That there is the hopper that is going to be running the water bottles into the brewing stand. So that is where we are going to be placing all of our water bottles. Now we are going to be doing the redstone input. So we want to place a block next to the brewing stand here with a button off to the side of that one. That will power the hopper, stop all the water bottles from flowing in, which is pretty good. But anyway, now if we head round the back, redstone torch there, a block like this, and then redstone dust on the top like that. And then finally we're just going to run a block off to the side of that one, and that, believe it or not, is all of the redstone circuitry done for this build. So as I say, extremely simple. Seriously is one of the simplest brewing stands I personally have ever seen. But anyway, that's that is pretty much it. So now we're just going to have to chuck in all of our droppers. Now these 2 droppers here, okay, if we just clear out a bit extra space, these 2 droppers here, the ones that I've just placed, these ones are going to be for things like, you know, your nether wart and then also your other object, okay? So the other one could be sugar to make a speed potion or whatever else it is. I'm not particularly good with my potion recipes, and if you can't notice, alright, if you haven't noticed, not being particularly brilliant at placing down this dropper. This is the issue. I'm not very good at survival redstone. I'm used to being in creative mode, but there we go. So that is that, and then if you want to add effectors to it, for example, things like glowstone to make the effect better, or redstone to make everything last longer, I think that's how it works, then all you have to do is you just need to chuck a dropper down here facing upwards into that hopper, and a dropper out the back like this running into this hopper. So that could be like gunpowder and redstone or all that sort of thing. So there we go, that is the brewing stand done. That is the design. As I say, it really is very simple. Now all I have to do is make the area around it just look a little bit more pretty, and that will be this little station done. So I've now got 4 brewing stands, which I would say is good enough for me. I mean, personally, I can't imagine I'm going to use more than 4 different types of potions. Let's say speed, regeneration, night vision, and oh, I can't think of anything else. So I think, yeah, definitely 4 is going to be enough. If I had 6, it would just start getting a little bit silly. So that area is pretty much done. Of course, we've still got to decorate the whole place, and I'll do that in a couple seconds. But as you can see from my inventory, I have actually got myself some nether quartz. I popped into the nether, some generous hermit handed it over to me. Tango has got a little nether wart farm as well. So yes, I have finally got some. We've got half a stack here, and that means that we can just chuck it down here. We are finally filling up the nether wart farm, and everything is coming together. I'm really happy with what we managed to do in today's episode. We've managed to successfully complete a whole new section to the base. So let me just finish this off. We will wait for some of this to grow, which that was fast. Is that done? Is that fully grown? No, I don't think it is. I'm not very good with nether wart. I never really see it, so I don't think that's fully grown at all. But yeah, this is almost done. This is almost done. And all of this is done. Happy days. Done, and dusted. Finally, we have managed to complete everything. The nether wart farm is doing okay. You can see it is producing nether warts here. Yes, we managed to get a couple from that one. That was quite surprising. So yeah, this is gradually filling up, and we should be able to get all of this completed very, very soon. But this area is done. But as I mentioned earlier on in the episodes, despite the fact that we have now plugged the creeper hole, yeah, the area in which all of the creepers were flowing from, we still need to do a bit extra protection, because I am sick and tired of my storage area getting completely obliterated every single episode. It's becoming like a running joke thing. Trust me, I'm not doing this on purpose, right? Every time I seem to start recording, creepers just seem to congregate around my storage area. So we're going to sort that out. We're going to add some security like fences and a roof. Hopefully that should fix things. If not, I'll be very, very stressed. That'll do for now. That will do. I mean, it's not particularly brilliant. Look, it looks okay. In hindsight, I probably should have used oak wood. I think that would have looked a little bit better, because at the minute, all the colours are sort of merging into one. In fact, this whole thing, this whole build is sort of merging into the hillside, which I suppose actually that's quite a good thing, you know? But yeah, as you can see anyway, in terms of safety measures, we have got this fence, have to go through this fence gate here, and we have got a roof. So this is a creeper-proof roof. Creepers will not be able to drop through this down onto my chests, which is nice. That said, I mean, as long as they're out there, they shouldn't be able to do too much damage to any of the chests. So that's good. Okay, we have finally managed to protect the chests from creepers, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. But as I say, it seems to be pretty much every single episode that happens. So hopefully, this little thing that we've done here should prevent any of that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.